I watch Meet the Press on Sunday mornings, and they did a full 3/4 of that show on Bush 41, making Jimmy Carter the longest living ex-president now. Bush was 90-something. I think Carter's up there, too. Carter's 93.
Bush was 94.
94 years old. Barbara Bush died this past summer, I think, so you don't have to wait too long for the whole thing. There are all kinds of tributes to George Bush. They left out all the David Copperfield stuff, though. Remember that?
Yeah, that's all I can remember.
Bush 41 kind of got Me Too'd a little bit because they said he was grabbing girls' asses, and they chalked it up to him being old and in a wheelchair, and you're sitting there, and when you're in a wheelchair, your head is ass high anyway. But they didn't really throw that in these, I know
of course not.
Well, nobody talked about it. Not everybody I saw. I was clicking around and just all misty eyes and fond stories.
Celebrations honoring former President George H.W. Bush and his lifetime of service to the country.
When I was a little guy, I'd fear death. I'd be worried about it, be scared. Not anymore.
I felt his hand. It was my dad. It was very, very comforting. It was just a beautiful gesture.
The fact that we can laugh at each other is a very fundamental thing.
I've always liked him. I think he's an extraordinary American.
I don't know.
I mean, they did this thing where, remember Dana Carvey on SNL back in the day would do George Bush. That not got that, that whole thing.
I saw that tribute they did on Weekend Update.
At the end of Weekend Update.
Friday night, former President George H.W. Bush passed away. He was 94 years old. Our thoughts and condolences go out to his family and friends.
That's right. President Bush was famously a very warm and gracious man who always understood the power in being able to laugh at yourself. So take a look.
1,000 points of light still operating, coming in from all those areas. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Dana, George Bush here. I'm watching you do your impression of me, and I gotta say, it's nothing like me. Bears no resemblance. It's bad. It's bad.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. President. I think it's a fair impression.
Don't see it.
You don't?
It's totally exaggerated. Not me, those crazy hand gestures. The pointing thing, I don't do them. And also, nah, God, da, never said it. In all my years of government service, I never once said nah, God, da.
Nah, God, da.
Nah, God, da.
So, obviously, there's going to be a bit of revisionist history with every dead president, but you can bet your ass there's never going to be a time where Trump is talking to Alec Baldwin about, hey, there are all those funnies you made about me on Saturday Night Live. That'll never happen. Although Trump says that he will, because George Bush will be lying in state in the Capitol building, that Trump said that he will attend. So, I don't know if people want him there, but he said
Was Trump excited by that? He's like, see, I'm not the only president that lies.
He said that, right, lying in state, yeah. But, so nobody mentioned the joke was that Bush would tell people he called himself David Copperfield.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I was thinking like the Commander in Grope or something like that. I knew he said something.
Commander in Grope.
That's what I was thinking.
I actually like that better. I wish
Commander in Grope.
Right. Trump is the commander of cheese, and Bush 41 could have been the commander in Grope.